Hey guys, it's Jack Punkington, and today we have the beautiful Marshall DSL15. Now, this is what I would consider one of the more affordable tube gigging amps out on the market right now. You can pick these up really cheap because the Marshall DSL20 came out this year, and that's some would say like a step up in the right direction, because a lot of people aren't fans of these, and I can see why, but honestly that's a whole other beast, the DSL20. It has a little bit of a different sound than this. You know, you might be thinking, well, it's only 5 watts more and it has built-in reverb. Yes, but there are differences. Like, this has more voice controls than the DSL20, I believe. So, and there are other things. But anyway, back to the DSL15. It's 15 watts of all tube power, has two 6V6 power tubes, and I think 2 12AX7s or 4 12AX7s. No built-in reverb, which that's like my big thing with it that I don't like, because I use reverb a lot. But 2 channels, 2 voicings, and a half power mode, which is actually really useful. Which is where I am at right now. I am on the 7 watt mode. I'm running through my Marshall 412 loaded with Celestion V30s into my pedal board. The only thing I have on right now is nothing. Into my Gibson Les Paul, because what goes better with a Marshall than a Gibson guitar? Anyway, so clean channel, no voicings. This is just the straight clean channel. The amp has a shared 3-band EQ with a added presence control. So it's kind of got that plexi tone, and it has its volume, and it has a gain control, which gives it a little bit of a breakup. You know, you turn the amp up more. That's at 6, and that's at 7 watts. So that's still pretty loud. Turn the volume down, turn the gain down, but you still get that like nice chiming, that shiny clean. And I don't think people give Marshall enough credit for their clean channel. Now we'll add in the tone shift. So this is without. This is with. It's a very subtle difference. It's more for the gain channel. So without, and we're going to add in the deep switch. So without. Then add in the deep switch. See, it adds in a lot more low end, and I primarily have that on at all times for me personally, just because I really like the sound. I like a nice low end, if you know what I mean. To the gain channel. So I got the gain at about 6. I'll take the deep switch out. This is the gain channel. Gain at 6. No voicing added. got that kind of like... I hear that. To me, that's a very Green Day tone. Add in the deep switch. Take the deep switch out. And then we'll add in the tone shift. So, without the tone shift, add the tone shift, which is actually where I like it. Gives it a little more of a saturated tone. Now you add in the deep switch on top of that. Add in an overdrive pedal. Now I'm going to add to the full power just so you can hear a difference. We'll go back to the clean channel first. So half power clean channel. Add to full power. Just gets more low end. Go back to the gain channel. Gets more saturated. Added an overdrive pedal. So it's a very cool, very giggable, versatile amp. This is what I use with my band currently, and it sounds great. I'm gonna add in a little delay, just do a little bit of a jam. Add in a little tremolo, which I just picked up the Boss TR2 tremolo pedal. I love it. It is probably one of the coolest sounding pedals ever. I like it because it's got that like very, I almost want to go with like a late 60s, early 70s sound. My band is actually working on covering I Am the Walrus by the Beatles, but doing a more modern rock version. And it actually kind of starts out like that with the... I played it a little wrong there, but still, we're still working on it. But I love that sound, and then then you add in the gain. It's just... I'm very impressed with this amp. This is actually the second one I've owned. I didn't get a lot of time with the first one, but this one I'm just digging. But it's so cool, so I recommend them. Like I said, they're cheap. You can get them for like $250 right now. So... The one thing that I know a lot of people didn't like is that it also doesn't have an effects loop. It's just, on the back panel, there's just your switch for the half power, the foot switch connector, and then slots for your 412, 212, 112 cabinets, whatever you want in there, and that's it. There's no effects loop, no line out, nothing. So a lot of people did not like that. But honestly, I don't really use effects loops, so it didn't bother me none. And a little while ago, I think about 2 years ago now, I had a Marshall JCM 2000, and it was the DSL model, so it was after the original 2000, but before this line of DSL came out, so it was in that weird in-between phase, and I prefer this over that. Although I wouldn't mind getting another one and putting new tubes in it. That one had really old tubes, and that makes all the difference with amps. But still, I think this thing is really cool. Jack Punkington signing out. Peace, guys!